Hey. Welcome to um, part two. This is continuing on. This is going to be under both Evening Chronicles because I wanted to do Evening Chronicles, but I changed my mind on it. So, um, what we're going to do is we're going to start off from yesterday. And after we do that video, we're going to talk and discuss some topics a little bit. Because while that's going on, I'm going to see if I can find some topics to talk about. So, well, I do have a few topics to talk about, but I'm going to be multitasking, to be honest. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so it's gonna be the same thing as yesterday. Fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not going to do no pausing or stopping unless I hear something crazy. But either way, it's going to be the same thing as of yesterday. And let's go from here. Let's keep going.
We heard from witnesses that saw you guys at a club together and said that you guys were very close.
Ooh, she was bleeding. What the? She's throwing up blood, dog.
And he is from a wealthy family. Are you sure that you weren't just interested in him? And maybe you went back to the hotel with him, did something that you're not very proud of. Minjung felt like the police aren't even doing a thorough investigation. They just saw negative test, rich man being accused of must be some sort of gold digging scheme to get money out of the guy.
I'm trying to figure out how many. I don't know how many stories come out that women are lying about rich guys and this assaulting stuff. I don't know how many. Like I don't know the ratio,
Mm-mm.
but like there seems to be a pattern of wealthy people taking advantage of women, of men, of people. Why is there still why is there still is there like a lapse in like the society's brain that cannot put together like, oh wow, there's a lot of these that are happening. Maybe we should change our collective consciousness to actually do some fucking work to at least investigate these people. I'm already thinking like how is
Also, it's normalized too.
I don't understand why I first off, I don't understand why wealthy men even think of taking advantage of women. First off, first the fuck of all, it's not hard to talk to women. It's not hard to be charming. It's not hard to actually be a good fucking person. And also, there's this thing of, it's kind of fun courting or trying to not woo, because that sounds, I don't know how that sounds, but like, I'm trying to think why, not why would you, why do they do that? Why? It doesn't make sense it really does not make sense to me, bro. It doesn't make sense to me. You can't get pussy like, but I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Bro, you can't get no boom boom from your own charisma. You have to take it. What the fuck? Like what the actual fuck? Why? Like why? Like just put aside the power and the primitive the what's the shit called, that animalistic instinct, nigga, dog, my nigga, like for real, you can't get no poom poom, no poom poom, just off of like your conversational skills. You just have to wants his money. Are there any cash app transactions or whatever the hell type transactions of her getting money from this man? I'm pretty sure you could prove that if she wants money, she would probably gotten money, right? Are there any conversations that have happened about getting money? Like, huh?
And that became like something that, oh wow.
Chav is like, look, we had a good time. She's smiling. Does that look like someone who's fearing for her life?
Wow.
You fuck.
Minjung knew that she would never, in a million years, lie about something like this. And you know what? There was something odd about the CCTV footage.
It was edited, huh?
Sure, at first it seems like she's happy to be there, but she has zero memory of it. And second of all, it's -8 degrees outside in South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Where is her jacket?
Uh-huh.
She remembers wearing a puffer jacket that night, but she's not wearing it in the hotel footage.
So
Oh.
what is she wearing?
Like thin, light sweater.
A
What?
cardigan.
Okay, like what you're wearing. like that
Yes.
sweater,
Uh-huh.
okay.
It's just very strange. She's an adult. No one just leaves their jacket out of even if you feel hot, you carry your jacket.
Right.
Mhm.
Where is her jacket? It just isn't something that she would do. So she keeps trying to piece together the events of that night, and it feels like there are just holes in her memory, as if someone had taken a scalpel and carved out a section of her memory, clean precision. She
Huh.
does remember, though, hours long before the hotel, she was getting dressed up to go with her friends to the Burning Sun Club. None of them were really club goers like that, but they just wanted to see what the hype was about.
Oh no.
And it really did live up to its reputation. They walk in and the club is
Oh.
packed. Everybody's letting loose, enjoying themselves. It wasn't one of those like stuffy, stuck up
lot of
environments
people.
where everybody is eyeing each other up and down.
It's
The music
crowded
is
in there. Oh my
good. I mean,
God.
it's loud, but it's very good.
Clusterfuck.
Everybody's dancing. It's a nice break from the work and the school. She remembered it was fun. She remembered
Mhm.
her friends had all purchased a table. They sat down and she offers, "Hey, I'm going to go to the bar and get us all some drinks." At the bar, she felt this gentle tap on her shoulder.
The sensational AJR, live across North America.
No.
Turns around and it's a man.
Mhm.
Now, to give you further context, the Burning Sun is kind of known to be a Wattpad club. Yeah, kind of, right? In the sense that there were some young, attractive foreign businessmen and start dating them, which
Okay.
is just like an
Okay.
innocent, cute Wattpad dream.
Yeah.
It kind of implied that most men at the Burning Sun are well-connected, high-powered, high-net worth individuals that are also kind of attractive.
Right.
So it's likely Minjung was like, "Oh my God, this is kind of funny. It's like my own little Wattpad moment, right?"
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
man is tall, handsome, but more importantly, he was a gentleman. He kept a respectful distance, kept his eyes on her face, not her body, didn't even try to touch her waist, touch her arm while he laughs. None of that. No physical contact. He's kind, talkative, respectful. In this loud, busy club with people actually dancing on each other, this tall, handsome guy is asking her about her pets and hobbies. He's very
Okay.
nice. She even joined him in his VIP room later to talk about all these mundane things, and it was kind of cute and wholesome. Minjung's having fun, but at the end of the day, she is still a girl at a club, and that is something that you never really forget. So when he offers her champagne and whiskey, she's like, "Oh, I don't really drink champagne, but I'll take some whiskey."
Mhm.
She takes 3 shots of whiskey that night. I'm
Mhm.
not a big drinker, so to me, I have no idea how much that is, but apparently it's not much at all,
It's not.
especially if you know your
Mm-mm.
limits, which Minjung did. She knew that 3 shots of whiskey would not even make her tipsy. Maybe on an empty stomach, but she ate dinner before she came. I mean, it was nothing.
Mhm.
And she
Right.
didn't even take the shots back to back. She's not slamming it down. She's careful. She spaces them out, drinking water in between.
Oh,
She
okay.
even told the
Okay.
guy straight up, "Hey, I'm not really fond of being drunk, so I'm just going to take it easy tonight." He was so nice about it. He kept pouring her glasses of water and sliding it in front of her. "Here, drink the water since you don't want to get drunk. It helps." She thanked him and they continued on with their conversation
Uh-huh.
until she felt this out of body, almost a floating sensation.
Excuse me?
Mid conversation, her eyes go fuzzy. She was trying to be polite and focus on what this man is saying, but it's like her eyes were out of focus camera lenses.
Oh no.
She tries wiping her eyes discreetly, blinking, but even her brain starts to feel fuzzy. It feels like she had been drinking heavily all night long, but that doesn't make any sense because she had been so
She's
careful not to
been
get
um
drunk. She had even been taking just glasses of
her
water
drink's
in
been
between her
tapped
shots of
basically.
whiskey. She tries to rub her eyes again, but she said that her hands were not coming up to her face now. She tries to move, even just one finger. Nothing's moving.
What?
It was kind of like sleep paralysis where you can't even
Uh-huh.
move though you try really, really hard. And even with something like sleep paralysis,
Nobody
there's this
sees this
strong
shit?
level of panic associated with that feeling of not having
Usually at
control
a
of your
club they
body.
don't pay
But
attention to
imagine
that, I
that
don't think.
experience at a club with a bunch of strangers.
Mhm.
I'm sure it's a different level of confusion, stress, anxiety, panic. Her body was no longer responding to her brain. The man that she had been talking
What the fuck
to,
did he give her?
still going on and on about how he had a flight scheduled tomorrow to go back to Thailand.
And this motherfucker can't see her literally shutting down.
He probably the one that gave her the
And
thing
he's
in the
just
first
fading
place.
into this big blur. And she heard his voice through it all, and it felt like she was listening from a completely different dimension. It sounded very distorted. She heard him say, "So you have to make me happy today."
Oh hell no.
What? See, this is why I
You
don't
know,
go
the
to
amount
clubs.
of motherfucking
I don't even
shock
want to spend time in a club
of that
now.
switch up.
No.
Y'all talking about just some regular shit, and your eyes go fuzzy, and then he just says, "You're gonna make me happy today." Hey,
And that's it. She doesn't remember anything else after that.
why do you have to? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Why do these rich motherfuckers got no game? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
Because the wealthy wants control over people that don't have
Like,
a
I
lot
don't
of
like.
money.
Why
That's
do you
simple.
have to take? Why do you have to take it? Why do you have
Control
to take
and
it?
power.
Why? I just want.
You gonna
I'm
sleep when I'm
not going.
talking.
I'm.
Protect my water. He
Bruh.
gets a response from the bouncer on it. The bouncer pushes through the crowd towards the bar, scanning the area. He spots the water that the employee is talking about. A man is with the water. So he approaches this man, tells him to get lost, and he's standing there awkwardly with the water. But it's not what you imagine.
It's a woman.
It's not a cup of water. It's not a bottle of water. It's a woman.
What?
She's very pretty. She would make the VIPs very happy. Employees at the Burning Sun had their own vocabulary when they were working. When they say water, they were never talking about real water. They were talking about women. Female clubgoers. That's what they call them. Not humans, not people, not women. Water.
So in Korean, like 물.
물.
Mul.
Yeah. It's like a phrase that you would use. If you go outside and you see a ton of pretty people that day, you might say something along the lines of, "Wow, why is the water so fresh today?" That's a way of saying, wow, everyone is so attractive today. Because the slang is, the water is fresh means the fish in the water is fresh and tasty. Water can refer to all genders when it's used in this phrase. Like when people say the water is fresh, it's not just referring to women. It could mean, oh, the guys are attractive, like everybody's attractive.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
At the Burning Sun, water refers to women. Good water refers to very pretty women. And averagely okay women are just side dishes. They are not the main course. The goal for the employees at the Burning Sun is to survey the women coming into the club, pick the prettiest ones that would please the VIPs, get them drunk them before the VIPs get there so they can deliver them to the VIP. The goal would be, she is beautiful, she is beyond the point of consent, the VIP is happy. Because now the VIP doesn't have to waste his time getting her drunk so that he can essay her. He can.
Why can't you just talk
What?
to this woman, bro? I don't understand. Like, why do you have
That
to
doesn't make
do
any
all this
sense.
shit? Why do you have to do all this shit? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And why are they doing it in
Like,
the first place?
Can just go ahead and do whatever he wants to her illegally. VIP is happy, the employees get a big tip. That is the ultimate goal of the employees at Burning Sun, and nothing makes them happier than watching the little essay of a young woman. They would text videos into their group chat of VIPs R-wording
They're some
unconscious women.
freaks.
They would text things like, look at the VIP room right now, they're doing it. They would text back, wow, it's true. From Burning Sun to Hong Kong. To go to Hong Kong means
I don't. How do you have a group chat, bro? There's a group chat full of grown men who are literally applauding, cheering on videos of women getting raped. In my brain, that sounds so fucking bizarre. But knowing me, that's been on the internet since I was like 8 years old, and I've seen a lot of shit, I'm not surprised, but I'm still like, Nick, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's nasty as fuck.
reaching the
This shit makes me want to stab these niggas in their dick holes. Like, this shit is no,
height
bro.
during intimate activities. So if a weird Korean guy asks if you want to go to Hong Kong tonight, he's not asking you to catch a flight with him for a spontaneous trip. He's asking you for something. And employees of the Burning Sun knew VIPs were more likely to tip them and come back if they were going to Hong Kong. But very few girls ever got drunk at a club to the point of not being aware of their surroundings or passing out. Or at least you don't do that without having friends that you can trust to not let you out of their sight. I feel like most girls know how dangerous that is. So it's up to the employees to get girls into that state quickly and discreetly. Their solution was date. They, employees, sometimes even bartenders, would date their own female customers, which, a few things
Anybody who's running this goddamn club, nah, you deserve nah, cuz you going to hell, cuz that's fucked up, bro. Imagine you putting in your resume to do this shit. You putting in your motherfucking resume to date rape women, to put date rape drugs in women's gut. Imagine you on Indeed and this is what your resume says. And you get the job.
It's crazy.
Or imagine this is what the job description says and you put in a resume for that. Because you know how, like, on Indeed, like, you have they'll send you a test and a questionnaire. Like, I'm just imagining this wild ass shit. Like, because you know how, like, if y'all have applied to jobs, y'all know what it's like. They'll send like a little questionnaire about like what to expect about this job or like how you would do certain things on this job. A motherfucking question says a VIP wants a woman in the VIP a VIP wants a water in the VIP section, but the water needs to be drugged first. What would you do? Drug them? Not drug them? Tell them to go home? Warn them? Do nothing. And you pick drug them. I can imagine that's not really what happened, but I'm just trying to like.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers is going to hell.
about this are so terrifying. How easy it is to spike someone's drink, terrifying. But also I imagine
Y'all take a look at this. Just so y'all know.
Was date. They, employees, sometimes even bartenders, would date their own female customers, which, a few things about this are so terrifying. How easy it is to spike someone's drink, terrifying. But
Bro.
also I
What?
imagine if I went to
That's fucked. That is so fucked. Y'all ladies, please be careful out there. Please. Always check your drinks if you're going out, bro. Please, bro. Please. Have them them testers. Make sure y'all know what to look out for in your drink. Just please, bro. This shit is nasty. And guys too, because I know guys get roofied and all that stuff too. Be careful, bro.
a club, I might be cautious of strange men around me, but I don't think I would ever be really cautious that the
Yeah.
bartender would spike my drink
What the hell?
or that the employees would.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Burning Sun, one of the most like famous club,
High end,
most high-end club. Like,
yeah.
what?
The employees would date their own female customers to serve them on a silver platter for higher paying male VIP customers who came to essay the female customers.
Disgusting.
Woman essayed them, took pictures and videos of the assaults,
Disgusting.
created a product catalog
It's
of the
fucking
victims to
nasty.
see if other VIPs wanted to pay to essay these victims as well.
Shit is
That
disgusting.
was the real business model of Burning Sun.
Shit is fucking
They were,
disgusting.
in theory, running a complicated trafficking ring, and they got away with it for a very long time. Not because they're flying under the radar and never getting called out on it. It's because they were being so blatant about it. There's a saying, I believe in German, and it's translated into English as, the devil was covering it with its own tail. And it's in reference to something being so out in the open, it's basically right under your nose.
Like in plain
But you
sight.
miss it because the devil has just barely hid it out of plain view. Like hiding in plain sight.
Like
Mhm.
here.
The Burning Sun's reputation was the tail. And if anyone heard any strange, questionable stories coming out of the Burning Sun, first, they would question if the storytellers were even sober enough to remember the events correctly. And if the answer was yes, they would all just kind of shrug and say something along the lines of, that's just what happens at the Burning Sun. The club was owned by a
Yeah.
well-known Korean celebrity and a bunch of investors.
What the fuck you mean? That's just what happens at the Burning Sun. What the fuck you mean? That's just what happens. How do you shrug off getting?
And the sentiment for a lot of Koreans at the time was, what else do you expect to happen at a place like the Burning Sun? It doesn't have a wholesome reputation. The club was co-founded by Lee Seung-lee, who is known as the Great Gatsby of South Korea. And not because he's a fan of literature and that's his favorite book,
I love
but
that
because
book.
he throws insane, lavish parties. I'm talking a
This nigga's
whole
like Diddy.
line of bottle girls coming out in line, holding $1,000 bottles of champagne in each
Yeah. Oh
hand,
god.
with insane sparklers shooting out of them. And it's not just one or two bottle girls, it's like a whole parade of them. Stacked champagne glasses ready to be filled, pretty women everywhere, uniformed girls in white and gold sparkly dresses popping $10,000
I remember one time. Oh, let me let you finish.
bottles, $50,000 bottles. It was crazy. This is the same guy, Seung-lee, where for his own birthday, he had booked out a full luxury resort in the Philippines so that nobody else could stay there. Flew 150 of his closest celebrity, Nepo baby, politician children friends from all over East Asia, not just South Korea, but China, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan, everywhere.
I remember when one time me and my friend stumbled into this party, and we didn't know what was going on. It was like this club. We weren't invited. We just like walked in, and we sat down at this table. We didn't know that like you had to buy a table. The table just looked like a table. And me and my friends were trying to talk to the bottle girls and stuff, and she was giving my friend some rhythm, you know what I'm saying? And me and my other guys, we were sitting down, and there was this big ass man in a suit and a hat eyeing us down. He kept walking back and forth. And looking at us. After like the third time he did that, we was sipping on some like rum and coke and everything. After the third time, we was like, hey bro, we need to get the fuck up out of here because I don't know what's gonna happen. Mind you, it was I think it was an African party because they was playing a lot of Afro beats and like African music
Uh-huh.
from what I remember. So we were very out of place. We felt very out of place. And like that man, bro, it was like, you know when you feel like that pit in your stomach, like, nigga, you about to die. You need to get the fuck up. You need to get the fuck, or you finna die. Bro. We drank the rest of our drinks, got the fuck up, ran out that bitch. I swear I saw that nigga's eyes. Cuz I wasn't on that type of timing because I didn't know where I was. I was a little bit tipsy. The bodyguards was big as hell, so I know that they was probably tapped in with cuz. Like, nah, I wasn't with it, and I had to drive home. I was like the designated driver. I sobered up before we went home because we just started walking around and just like looking at stuff. But yeah, stay safe.
To the resort, flew them out in the Philippines to party for 4 days and 3 nights straight. These are not people that sit in economy. He's booking first class tickets for all of them.
That's crazy.
He spent $20,000 on just fireworks for his birthday countdown, which is like really a crazy thing to do. And the whole weekend ended up being around $444,000.
That's crazy because his image is like the opposite of this in the band Big Bang.
This is a guy willing to drop hundreds of thousands.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone, but getting in the zone.
Thousands, if not like $500,000 on his birthday party.
Half a
And he
ticket.
started as this humble, insecure boy. We're going to get into all of it. You know, this became the appeal of Burning Sun. The general population of Korea had started to hear about Seung-lee's parties, started to hear about the new Great Gatsby of South Korea, and they wanted to go to one of Gatsby's insane parties. But back before Seung-lee opened Burning Sun, There's no way. How do you get on a celebrity's guest list? But now with Burning Sun, the club, they can experience it firsthand. So yeah, chaos is expected. People would say, did you hear about that underage girl? What?
What?
The underage girl that stole her mom's credit card and spent it all at Burning Sun. Apparently, the mom found out, rushed to Burning Sun. The bouncers called the cops on the mom. Mom gets handcuffed, dragged away.
What?
But the crazy thing is, there's speculations
I'll
that it
get
wasn't
that
just a girl
child.
with a fake
Really?
ID who wanted to party, that maybe Burning Sun was trying to target underage girls to come to the club.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I don't know how true that is. That's just what happens at the Burning Sun. These are the reactions people would give.
Well, I don't want that as
There
my
was another
reputation.
report of a couple that went to the Burning Sun, and
Why would you want this as? Why would you? Sorry, Stephanie.
the girlfriend
Why would you want to have your reputation of your club this?
had, she felt comfortable. She was going to this wild, crazy club, but she was going with her boyfriend. So if anybody approached her, she would just say, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," and he's right there. Or if she was scared, she could just ask the boyfriend, "Hey, can you just take me home? I don't really feel safe." That night at the Burning Sun, her own boyfriend dragged her with date drugs at the club, then assaulted her at a hotel
the
and filmed
fuck?
it without her consent.
That's true or
True.
What?
What?
The fuck?
She filed a police report against him.
wow.
The boyfriend claimed, "My girlfriend consented to it all. We're dating. Of course she consented. She wanted it."
What?
So just because y'all dating, that just means she just can't say no. That's some stupid ass logic, you fucking idiot.
She said when you're on GHB, the date drug, it feels like you're in a trance. You just do whatever you're told to do, and you kind of hear things, but then you have no recollection of anything once you truly wake up and snap out of it. You feel like a zombie.
Who made
That
this
you can
shit?
take orders, but you don't remember any of that.
Who made you?
But it's just what
Who made shit like this?
happens at the Burning Sun, right?
who-
How can they control what kind of boyfriends come in with what kind of intentions? Then another story came out. A witness, Miss K, stated that she was with this guy that she had met at Burning Sun, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to come up to my hotel room upstairs? Because the Burning Sun is attached to a hotel." She accepted. She said that she was just going to go up there to have a drink with him. But as soon as he opens the door to the hotel room, she sees something very, very alarming. A woman is laying unconscious on the couch, and a man is shoving his face in her chest and climbing on top of her. He gets off immediately, like he had just been caught doing something. He's friends with the guy that she walked in with. So I guess they're sharing this room or something.
Wow.
And he just starts laughing, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, like, this is my girlfriend, and she's super drunk right now." But that's not what it felt like. The girl didn't just look super drunk, and something about the whole vibe, it didn't seem like his girlfriend either. She called the police, but they responded super nonchalantly about it, saying, "Well, technically, no crime really happened, did it?" So once again, some people, including the police, were just saying, "It's just what happens at the Burning Sun."
Girl. I,
Another story was of a girl named Sarah. Well, let's call her Sarah. Sarah said that she didn't really know too much about the Burning Sun, other than the fact that her friends would go to the club and come back with these crazy stories of how they felt so extroverted and crazy, and it was a blast and how fun it was. And she's thinking, wow, this is insane. My friends are normally insane introverts that hate leaving the house, and this club is bringing them out of their shells. Naturally, she's curious. She gets connected to a friend of a friend named Anna, who said that she had been a big party goer, and they formed this friendship. Anna offers to take Sarah to the Burning Sun since she had been there before. And Sarah has no clue that Anna didn't just go to the Burning Sun a few times. Anna worked at the Burning Sun as a
huh?
runner. Once they get to the
What?
club, Anna gives Sarah a pill and encourages her to take it. It was ketamine, which is known to sedate,
Ketamine?
incapacitate, and cause short-term memory loss in people.
Fucking
What?
ketamine. Oh my God.
It can also be used as a date drug, which an employee of a business befriending a young woman, lying about her affiliation with said business, and supplying the young girl with at said business, that sounds like it's been ripped out of some sort of trafficking handbook. But again, people were like, we don't really know the relationship between Sarah and Anna. And let's say an employee did that. She could have just been a weird employee that does drugs. It's not representative of the club.
Then why isn't she
And
fired
it's
then?
just what happens at the Burning Sun. There were other rumors that Burning Sun employees had undercover doctors to be around just in case a VIP or someone in the club overdosed on drugs, so that these doctors would be available to try and resuscitate so that no one would get busted for drugs. This is a very speculative rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. But later,
Okay.
with everything that comes out, it's not completely unbelievable. All in all these people that were coming out with their stories of the Burning Sun, they're getting brushed off. So, of course, if the police, if their
police
closest friends and family don't really take them
commissioner.
seriously, why would they go to a bigger audience and tell the world, hey, something weird is happening at the Burning Sun? It almost became normalized for alarming stories to come out, and people would just laugh it off and say, Burning Sun is crazy.
Did Sun? I'm asking this before we even find out. Did Sungri? Did he get this little of time because he was just the owner, and he probably like said like, "Oh, I didn't know that any of this was going on. Yes, I was in the group chats. Yes, I was in these things, but I never partook in these conversations. I was just a contact in these because I'm the owner of the club," and tried to finagle his way to get a light sentence or something. Because this is insane to have something that's literally on your in a club that you own. Like everything should fall on you, no? Right?
Yeah.
Yes, no.
So let's talk about the business model of the club. The Burning Sun Club was attached to an upscale hotel. It's called Hotel Le Meridia. I'm trying to pronounce it in the French way. And both club and hotel are going to be linked in a really dark way later. Burning Sun's business model was that once those club doors open and patrons start flowing in, two separate business operations are going to be running at the same time: the legal operation and the underground VIP operation. The legal operation runs like most popular high-end nightclubs. Weekends, there are lines wrapped around the building. Every young adult wants to party at this exclusive nightclub. It became a lifestyle brand. Even if you weren't necessarily having fun at the Burning Sun, just by taking a picture and tagging it on your Instagram story meant that you were someone. Not everyone could get in, and that's why everyone wanted to get in. Of course, like other clubs, guys had to pay a cover fee to get in. But if you were a tall, attractive young woman, you would get in for free. Side
Okay.
note, I'm not a club goer, so this doesn't really impact me either way. And I'm not saying that women shouldn't get into clubs for free. I think women should be allowed into a lot of places for free, like the boardrooms. But we are a capitalistic society, and at the risk of sounding dramatic, if you are not the one paying, you are the product. A bunch of guys wanted to go to the club because they knew Burning Sun had high standards for women. So only the prettiest girls got in for free.
I'm not gonna lie, I only go into clubs if it's free to get in. I'm not paying for no club. I don't care. I don't need to go to that club that bad. I don't care. No, I'm fine. I don't care.
A bunch of girls wanted to go to the club because they knew that in order for guys to enter, not only did they have to pay a cover fee, but Burning Sun also attracted a certain kind of
Mhm.
man. And usually, if you saw a guy at a VIP table at the Burning Sun, that meant that he did very well for himself. And then, of course, there were just the people that were curious about what the hell was going on inside. So they're like, let me just go once. So within the first few weeks of opening, Burning Sun made around $1.4 million.
Holy crap.
Oh.
After
How?
6 months of being in business, their earnings doubled. And that's just the legal side of their business. I would imagine they're bringing in a lot more money with their underground business. Cover fees are a small source of the legal income. The main moneymaker for the club's legal business was alcohol packages, VIP tables. Burning Sun made the money spending experience fun and lavish. If you purchased an alcohol set for your table, beautiful women in short dresses would come with sparklers in bottles parading around you to let the whole club know that you just made a horrible financial decision. They had 5 main sets. The Heaven set, which included 5 bottles of champagne for $10,000.
What?
Continental set A, $50,000.
I've never in my life, I don't even think, maybe one time I might try to see what it's
That's too much.
much like to buy a bottle, buy a table or something. I don't.
It's expensive. Holy crap!
I don't see the
$10,000
purpose for this bullshit.
for some
This
wine?
living lavish bullshit. Oh, a bunch of women come to your table to drink up my drink. I don't feel more of a man because all these women in short dresses are around me. I feel overstimulated. That's what the fuck I feel. Cause I'm checking my account once I buy that damn bottle. I don't care how much money I make. 50 bands on a bottle set. No, nigga. I might as well pay another down payment on a house or buy another car if I want to spend my money that frivolously. Why am I buying it on something that's gonna leave in like 5 minutes? That's a lot of money, cuz some people really be like showing me that like money literally is just numbers to them for real.
For 80 bottles of Dom. 80. I don't even know.
Wait, so the heaven set is the cheapest one?
Heaven said it's the cheapest one.
Oh,
Oh,
that's heaven, huh?
for $10,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Continental Set B included 30 bottles of Jay-Z champagne, and it's $50,000. Continental Set C, 40 bottles of a different high-end champagne, $50,000. And lastly, the most expensive set was called the Mansour Set. Apparently, it was named after the vice president of the UAE, who is known in Korea as a world-class rich person. That's what they call him, literally, a world-class rich person. His net
Yeah.
worth is $30 billion.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah, I
cool.
would say so. He is a world-class rich person.
That's nice.
He's part of the royal family.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Okay.
see.
Oh.
Yeah.
The set comprised of 22 bottles and it was priced at $100,000. It's alleged that Seungri made up the Mansour set for fun, thinking nobody's going to spend $100,000. But people did.
what?
Why are people so dumb?
There was one Taiwanese businesswoman that would come in and blow $200,000 in one night.
A businesswoman?
Well, some sources report she's a businesswoman. I would say most sources report her to be the housewife of a businessman.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
She would later become an investor in the club and Seungli's bottomless purse.
Huh.
Side note about her, I don't know if she saw the future of the business, that's why she invested and spent so much time at the club, or if she just had a love for Big Bang. I kind of get the feeling that she's just obsessed with
Oh,
Big Bang.
I
She
see.
would bring her luxury designer bags to be signed by Big Bang members. It just seemed like she was a super rich fan.
Mm.
So we went over the legal alcohol menu for club goers, but in order to experience the full menu of the Burning Sun, you have to be a consistent VIP. This is going to open you up to a whole new world. When a VIP walks in through the door, first of all, they get a separate entrance. And if you spend around $10,000 a night, you get 2 guards to accompany you, and they are also kind of like your butlers. The employees in the club know when a VIP walks in, and they all cater to that person all night long, making sure that everything they could possibly want under the sun, they've got it. VIPs want to do drugs, even though it's highly, highly illegal in South Korea, no problem. There's a VIP bathroom at the Burning Sun where allegedly could be taken orally, but also through the vein if that's what the VIP clients wanted. Full service. Side note, a lot of these employees would spend their time working as merchandisers. This is a very important position at the Burning Sun. So most merchandisers, at like most establishments, they need to keep inventory of the alcohol, make sure the bartenders are giving top shelf alcohol for someone that orders it and keeping the house vodka to the house vodka orders.
Mhm.
But there's another side of merchandisers working at the Burning Sun.
What?
And we're mainly going to be talking about them moving forward when I talk about merchandisers. They are there to provide all other products, quote, products, for the VIPs. The regular merchandisers take care of the alcohol, the food, the napkins, the crystal glasses for the whiskey. The VIP merchandisers are almost like personal shoppers, personal concierges, butlers for the night. And they usually try to plan ahead for the VIPs' needs over the weekend. On Thursday, every merchandiser from the Burning Sun sends out text messages. The regular merchandisers will send out the weekend specials to the regular clients about imported champagne that they just received that's on special, or a new claw-footed bathtub filled with ice and champagne.
Nigga, that shit sounds like that Fashion Nova shit they be sending you when you wanted to get one pair of pants for $10. And now I got Fashion Nova texting me more than the girls that I like. The fuck?
Or a new party theme with cover fee being slashed in half for a new DJ that's going to be featuring this weekend. The VIP merchandisers will send out similar text. This
Press Y to stop.
week's specials are almost like a restaurant's weekly specials, catch of the day at supermarkets.
Right.
But instead of promoting cover fees being discounted or alcohol sets being on special, they
Right.
were sending pictures and videos of women,
Huh?
all unconscious
I don't know why I forgot that.
women. They were naked and had just been essayed by other employees or VIPs. The merchandisers believed that these women, these victims, could be victimized again. So it's just a matter of which one the VIPs wanted. Under each picture or video of a girl was a price. To drug and essay the girl. They're selling essay. They're not even selling, they're selling rape.
What the?
So they're
What?
gonna what?
Lure the
lower-
girls back in.
Wow.
So they get their numbers usually the weekend before when they're booked and lure them back in. And just like how the alcohol specials changed every week, the girls changed every week. The merchandisers would text the VIP, you can have this one, or how about this one? Or you can like this, a kind of playing like this.
The fuck?
So
What?
they're referencing videos like, you can also do it like this. Or text that read, I can make you a reservation guest. If you come, I can get you this girl. If there was more than one VIP client that wanted the same girl that weekend, they would open a bid. The clients would bid, auction on the woman who had no idea that any of this was even happening. Many of the club investors and VIP clients were wealthy businessmen from other countries. So there were a lot of rich Chinese, Japanese, and Thai businessmen who would travel for work to Seoul, and they would stop by the Burning Sun to let off steam. The merchandisers were really good at knowing exactly what kind of girls each of them wanted. They always stated that the Chinese VIPs really liked Gangnam Onnis. So Gangnam is like the Beverly Hills of Seoul, and Onni means older sister. It's a really nice way of saying they like faces with a lot of work done. So when they knew that a group of Chinese VIPs were coming in, they would send them the weekly specials filled with Gangnam Onnis. It's like none of the VIPs wanted workers. That's the part a lot of netizens were infuriated by, because
Like,
regardless of how anybody feels about sex work, if it is between two consenting adults, there is a level of understanding there. There is
Yeah.
a transaction that's being made, and in the best case scenario, it's a win-win. Both parties get exactly what they want. And I say that in defense of the workers, right? Because usually they get the shorter end of the stick.
mhm.
No, anyway, it would be a bit more acceptable if this club was illegally running some sort of brothel. But that's not what's happening. They're straight up trafficking. I mean, this is like human trafficking.
Mhm.
None of the VIPs wanted sex workers. They wanted girl next door, truly did not know that she was getting and being filmed while being assaulted. They wanted victims. That's what they wanted. But let's say they didn't choose a girl through text ahead of time. They showed up without advance notice. The merchandisers would go out and pick out the girls that they felt best suited the VIP's types and bring them into the VIP room.
So they just walk around on the floor.
Yeah. And just any girl that had come to spend money at their establishment, a potential victim. Or the VIP would already have their eyes.
I can't. Bro, what? I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck?
On a girl or two in the club, and they would just be brought in. They would request, I want that one and that one. The employees would go those girls and bring them in.
Mm.
And just to reiterate this point home, sorry if it feels redundant, but it is a huge part of this case. These women that they're picking to bring to the VIP rooms are not employees of the club, and they are not sex workers. And I don't say that to say employees or sex workers are not as important, but I'm saying if it was an employee or a sex worker, they would be there for work. Like, these women literally came as customers, have no idea that they're being chosen to be victimized. They're
Mm.
like Minjung, just hanging out with friends.
Mm.
The assaults would either happen right in the VIP rooms or upstairs in
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet returns to Oklahoma City. The Christmas tradition your family will treasure forever. Experience dazzling performances from the international cast, enchanting costumes, and whimsical giant puppets. Get tickets at nutcracker.com.
In one of the hotel rooms of the La Meridia. And the hotel also happens to be an investor in the club. So there is a question
why the
of how
fuck not?
big and how well thought out this operation was from start to finish. The hotel owns close to 50% of the club.
Okay.
The speculation being perhaps that was the whole point that Burning Sun was created
Mm,
for this reason. It's not a club that happened to fall into trafficking,
yeah,
but
they're
rather
partnered.
a front for
Mm,
trafficking.
Mm.
I think the unsettling thing about
fucked.
this case is both operations were done pretty out in the open. This is a club. It's not like one of those money laundering schemes where a front is a churro shop and behind the scenes is God knows what. We'll never know because the public will never see it, hear about it, know anything.
See, that's something else that kind of pisses me off. Like, how the fuck is this whole shit just like out in the open? And like nobody, just all the people like, oh, that's just what happened at the Burning Sun. Just a bunch of rape. Like, if somebody ever said that shit to me, I don't know how I probably would go crazy. Like, I would probably start genuinely tweaking. Like, what are you talking about?
Anything about it. But with Burning Sun, they're running these operations in front of all the club goers. I would liken this to the feeling of going to a supermarket, shopping for beef, not knowing that there are security cameras watching you and another group of people behind those cameras shopping for human meat. Like that's the feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And because nobody really knew what was going on inside the burning club, aside from victims who were staying quiet out of fear, people were lining up, fighting, paying to get into the Burning Sun, a place that would turn out to be a literal hell for the victims. And it all gets exposed by a 29-year-old man by the name of Kim Sang-gyu. We're going to call him Kim for the rest of the story.
All right,
November 24th, 2018, Kim went to
Let's
Burning
go.
Sun with a bunch of his friends.
let's do it.
It was his friend's birthday. They're all there to have a good time. It also happened to be the first snow, Cheonneun, which is a very special day in Korea. We're supposed to make a wish and spend it with your loved ones. It's a very cute, romantic day. So Kim decides to go outside. He's in the burning sun and the snow starts falling. So he's like, oh my God, I'm going to go outside just quickly to see the snow. He
Mhm.
kind of parts with his friends, and on his way out, he sees a woman half passed out, barely conscious, being dragged out by a man.
Oh,
She looks like she's trying to grab onto passerbys. She doesn't want to leave. It's
Uh-huh.
clear this is not consensual. She clearly wants help. So Kim decides, I'm going to help. He decides to block the man from taking this woman. And this man happened to be a VIP client. And the employees of the Burning Sun did not take well to Kim standing in the VIP's way.
Wow. So they're like blatantly.
Oh, in front of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
the fuck?
The employees also did not appreciate that Kim was now standing in their way of making a fat tip. So they drag Kim outside in front of Burning Sun
Hey,
CCTV cameras
yo.
into the snowy road, and they start beating him. They start
Yo.
pummeling Kim. The club executive was one of the main perpetrators. He trips Kim with his foot, grabs Kim by the hair to hold his head in place, uses his other hand to punch him in the face repeatedly. It was getting to the point
I swear, shit like this wouldn't have. Hey, niggas will pop the trunk on you, all bitch ass niggas. Like, what the fuck, yo? That's That's nasty.
and where
That's
even one of the
nasty.
bouncers was like, hey, let's chill out a little bit on this customer. But this executive is not listening. Another bouncer jumps in to help hold Kim in place, so it's easier for the club executive to hit him. At one point, the club executive even walks away from Kim, who's on the road just sitting there, because now he has 3 broken ribs. It's painful to even try and get up. This is not a light beating. The club executive walks over to his little bouncers, takes off his jacket, only to walk back over and continue beating Kim. Then when he's finally done, he just walks back into the club with the bouncers, leaving Kim on the ground. Kim is confused, scared, but also rightfully really, really, really pissed.
These niggas need to
He
die.
calls the police, who gets there 12 minutes later, and he's explaining to the police what happened. And he's pointing at the CCTV cameras like, hey, it's all on there. Everything that happened, you're going to see it on there, so go look at it.
I feel like at this point, my little humanitarian vibe is honestly almost depleted. Nah, these motherfuckers need to get shot. I'm not gonna lie. Or stabbed up or poked up or something. Give them $150 across the face. Like this is no, cuz like, bro, no, bro. Like, niggas don't deserve shit like this. They trying to protect a woman from getting raped. Like, huh? What the fuck is wrong with people, bro? What the fuck is
The police
wrong?
don't really do anything. And Kim is like, what are you doing? I said the person that did this to me is in there. He went that way, so go into the club and find him. They're still not really doing anything. Frustrated, Kim kicks the trash can in front of the VIP entrance, and they still don't do anything. Finally, officers decide to go into the club, leaving Kim outside. They talk with the security, they talk with the club executive that beat up Kim, and once they get back outside of the club, they arrest Kim. They tackle Kim to the ground
Bro,
and
what?
arrest Kim. They handcuff him from the back, which I imagine is quite painful as he has 3
Yeah, all this shit is getting exposed. Fuck that. All this shit getting exposed. I'm whistleblowing like fuck. Y'all gonna have to kill me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not taking that many beatings, bro. Y'all gonna have to kill me. All this shit is going. Nope.
broken ribs.
Mm-mm.
Employees are odd.
It will become my life mission to expose this fucking club. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? The straw that broke the camel's back was me seeing a woman getting dragged out. Another straw that broke, which was the last straw that broke, the camel's back is already broken. The nigga beat me, leaving me, they beat my ass, grabbed my head, everything. The last straw, the camel dead now. It's just a dead. The camel is done. There's no more camel left. Is the police arresting me after I get my ass whooped for trying to save a woman from getting
oddly seen about it because
Yeah, exactly. What the
even if
hell?
all this shit?
employees are oddly Kim to the ground and arrest Kim.
Nah.
They handcuff him from the back, which I imagine
Nah.
is quite painful as he has 3 broken ribs. Employees are oddly seen helping the police arrest Kim, which is just really suspicious if you think about it because
Yeah, exactly. What
even
the
if
hell?
even if a client did something wrong and they're getting arrested on the premises, why would you help? Like there's enough cops already.
Exactly.
Kim would state that as he's being dragged into the police station, the officers intentionally tripped him, and since his hands were handcuffed behind his back, he had nothing to break his fall except with his face.
An officer tripped him?
He had busted his face, had a severe nosebleed. He claimed the police also kicked him and hit him several times where he had already broken his ribs. He had several broken ribs and they still refused medical care. He was seen at the police station yelling, "Seungri's Club, you guys got money, they do hard and they do marijuana in there."
승리 클럽에 너네는 돈 받고 걔네는 마약하고 걔네 거기서 대마하고
January 28th, 2019, Kim starts going on interviews and making posts about what happened to him inside the Burning Sun. His main accusations were the women are being at the club. Police are getting paid by the club to look the other way. He said screams could sometimes be heard coming from the VIP rooms of girls begging for help. These are masked by club security, and then the paid off police department nearby protects the club from legal liability. The police aren't here to protect the public. They're corrupt. Kim started a Blue House petition and it received more than 200,000 signatures in just one day. The
Hey.
petition detailed specific and assault cases that allegedly happened within the Burning Sun Club, as well as their sketchy and corrupt relationship with the local city police. It gained so much attention, the president at the time promised to have his team look into it. But when the Blue House looked into it, the police just turned in random reports that Kim was committing assault in the club.
What?
They argued, look, Kim is the one that was essaying people in the club. He was caught, dragged outside by employees, and beaten. Should he have been beaten like that? No, but the employees just really hate scum of the earth essayers, you know? So we came out and we arrested the guy. With this, all the news outlets started reporting Kim as some sort of criminal, which it's a whole long story we're going to get into later.
Bruh.
But the Burning Sun even came out with an official statement stating Kim was an offender and they had no choice but to kick him out. To support their statement, they submitted 2 complaints from women who allegedly were assaulted by Kim at the club.
Wow, they are really just fabricating a whole reality
Yeah.
out of nothing. Wow.
And it's working.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Come on, how do you compete with that?
Suddenly, the story very quickly becomes a he said, she said situation rather than a very serious.
Okay, so that's about it. I'm going to bed. That is messed up. So yeah, so I'm going to do. I'll stop right there. I've been on an hour. Stop right there. I'll do some more tomorrow, most definitely. You guys stay safe. Please, please be careful. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.